So, hold up. I'm so excited I could keel over. 3 weeks ago, I asked you all to keep a secret in order that we could have a surprise today, and it's finally time for the surprise. If you're a first-time visitor or you don't know what the secret was or what the surprise is about, you're okay. It's going to be fine. It just turns out that the whole order of service is fake. We're so glad you got here early to rehearse. Let's see, what do you need to know? John Schultz. So the real order of service is being handed out. John Schultz, who told you he couldn't play today, was lying.
Where is he?
John can come forward to lead the rest of our surprise music service. I'm going to give us... I'm going to give us, let's all go, surprise! Surprise! So we are celebrating the 10-year anniversary of Tim McKnight as our music director here at Chalice. Yeah, get rid of that.
You won't be needing that.
Yeah. So 10 years ago, August 2004, is when Tim was hired and began working, and his music ministry to our congregation has shaped us and transformed lives and is integral to who we are. So we are delighted to celebrate that today. So we are inviting you to do what you never get to do, which is to sit in the congregation near friends. And I think that's all I have to say right now.
I composed this at 3 a.m. So it might not be real coherent. So once upon a time, 10 years ago, Tim was hired to be the Chalice music director. Among his duties, he became the choir director. Over the last 10 years, he's helped the choir become a more polished group that's capable of tackling a wide variety of music and who understands the difference between the tall, round vowels needed to sing classical music and the bright, forward sound needed for pop music and ethnic hymns. He's given all the choir members the opportunity to improve individually and as a group through voice lessons, sight singing classes, and a myriad of small ensemble opportunities. Some of us have even gotten confident enough to take the stage in cabaret, join with other cluster choirs to perform with orchestras around the area, learn new instruments such as hand chimes, recorders, and percussion instruments, and even audition for solos in choir pieces. The choir's been asked to perform at weddings, memorial services, and we even took part of a cabaret show on the road to help another group with some fundraising. Today we'll be performing this tribute to Tim's work with the choir as we attempt to answer the question, how can I keep from singing, especially with so dedicated a leader as Tim McKnight?
Coincidence. The first time I set foot in Chalice was a day Tim was being auditioned in a service. And I had been searching for a while for a new home on Sunday mornings. And Tim, I just want you to know, as I was taking stock of what I believed and what I didn't believe, there was one thing that I knew for sure I wanted in my life, and that was music. And so you have been a tremendous part of making this a home for me. And for all the kids you see up here as well, I'm sure. Some of you should come over on the other side too.
Just sit around making music all day long. As long as I'm making music, no one can do nobody wrong. Who knows, maybe someday
play any style. You can sight read better than anyone I've ever known. And your taste is exquisite. Whatever the theme, whatever mood or feeling that you want to express, you pick the perfect piece and bring us along with you. On Sunday mornings, when you sit down at that piano, I close my eyes and I'm transported to whatever world you've chosen. Tim, you are the piano man.
Well, it's 9 a.m. on a Sunday. Regular crowd shuffles in. There's a young man at the baby grand. Everyone knows that it's Tim. The song leader runs in a panic. Tim, I haven't looked over the hymns. Can you teach them to me right now? Don't you see? In 2 minutes the service begins. He sings la-di-da-di-da. It happens. Play us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a song today. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling that way. Now, Tim at the keys, he's a friend of ours, and he brings out the music and all. But he likes to take chances as the tempo advances. Don't believe me? Ask Stuart and Paul. Sharon says, Tim, can you play me a melody? I'm not quite sure how it goes. Oh, but just follow me, and if that's not the right key, do that thing. What's it called? Oh yeah, transpose. Everybody. Play us a song, you're the piano man. Play us a song today. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling that way. Tim says, Callie, this choir is thrilling me. But a smile runs away from his jaw. He says, I'm sure we could be on the internet if not for those copyright laws. And the piano, it sounds like a symphony. And the mic smells like Diet Coke. And he hits all those keys, bringing us to our knees, be it jazz, classical, or folk. Everybody! Play us the song, you're the piano man. Play us the song today. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. You got us feeling that way. Well, it's a pretty good crowd for a Sunday. And the minister gives Tim a smile, 'cause she she knows it's from you that the music comes through. It's magic and quite versatile. Tim is the kind of musician that brings out the glorious song, and he helps us to all feel connected, that each one among us belongs.
While Tom gets his guitar plugged in, I'm just going to give a very short history lesson on how we found Tim. I'm Susan Spoto. I was chair of the music committee, the first music committee, which we formed in the year 2002. We had a pianist and we had a choir director. And within that year, we realized we had an opportunity to search for a director of music. And of our original 8-person committee, we formed a small 5-person search committee. And the 2 people in this room that were on that search committee are myself and John. And Tom was the president of the congregation at that time. And so it was Tom who signed the contract with Tim in August of 2004. And what you might find interesting is what we put our ad out in all of the music programs locally. And after we did that, very quickly we got this amazing resume, just amazing, from a Tim McKnight, coming from Illinois. And we just couldn't believe our good fortune. And when Tim came and we auditioned him, and then when we signed, we obviously stopped the search committee and the search process at that time, but Tim was our only candidate. So it was like winning the lottery, getting a hole-in-one, all at the same time. And so we were just overjoyed. I have a little quote that I saved from that time, and it was by someone that we don't know, so it's by unknown. May your heart always play a song of joy, and when there are tears, may they nourish the seeds of your dreams so that they can grow into reality.
Yeah, I'll add my own 2 cents to that. I remember after the interview, Tim left the room and we were all in there looking at each other with our jaws on the floor, saying, how could this happen to us? It was quite amazing. We were all just overwhelmed. So in the spirit of Tim cultivating a music culture here and helping everyone along, I chose a song, the Garden Song, to do for you today. It's a folk song. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Gonna mulch it deep and low, gonna make it fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, please bless these seeds I sow. Please keep them safe below till the rain comes tumbling down. Well, as I was rehearsing this, Patty wrote some new words to it. It goes like this. Inch by inch, row by row, we've seen this choir grow. All it took, one thing I know, was a man named Tim McKnight's. Inch by inch, row by row, blessings come from seeds he's sown. We all feel it, it's well known, and we love our music man. Cabaret is one great show, helps to make our friendship grow. Fellowship with every show, we sing, we dance each time. Song by song, every one, all that music, all that fun, all the work that we have done because of this fine man. Inch by inch, row by row, we have seen this choir grow. All it took, one thing I know, was a man named Tim McKnight. Inch by inch, row by row, blessings come from seeds he's sown. We all feel it, it's well known, and we love our music man. Plant your rows straight and long, fertilize with joyful song. Build our faith to make us strong as we travel on our way. All join hands and celebrate, then go on to renovate. Great ideas germinate as we raise our hearts in song. Inch by inch, row by row, we've seen this choir grow. All it took, one thing I know, was a man named Tim McKnight. Inch by inch and row by row, blessings come from seeds he's sown. We all feel it, it's well known, and we love our music man.
I have a lot to say and I don't want to say a lot, so it's going to be difficult. I chose the song that I'm going to do today because it's kind of an autobiographical, well, it is autobiographical, and it is about how we can walk around with something within us that is never ever seen by other people for many reasons. And this song is about the spark that is within us all, and how some people go through their whole lives without recognizing that they have one. And I am very fortunate, I think, like a lot of people in here, to have had somebody ignite that spark and set me on a completely new course that I find very fulfilling, and I have so much gratitude and love for Tim McKnight. It began with cabaret, and I was so nervous about auditioning for cabaret, and I picked a very difficult song, Strongest Suit.
The dress is your strongest suit.
And so anyways, I got this part, this huge part, and Tim was really supportive there. Working with Tim has been amazing, particularly the skits were a blast, and he came up with, collaborated with the staff, but the skits were really fun, and he just makes work he makes it so I need to be more professional. Finally, the only other thing I want to say is that United We Are One, which I was going to do today, but decided that I wanted to do this other one. Tim creating the choir version of that, and his support and everything else has just been amazing. I've really loved having you in my life. I love you, Tim.
Why did you choose this song then?
I thought I said, because this song is autobiographical. It's about igniting the spark within, and sometimes that takes another person, and for me it certainly did. Thank you, though, for making me say it again. Big lady limps into the subway. Gotta treat herself to a cup. Hobbles up to the register. Got to buy her a daily pack of smokes. A man steps in line right in front of her. Cashier don't even look away, 'cause she's invisible. She's invisible. Nobody gonna see her. You wouldn't wanna be her. Pink-faced bald man down on the corner, waiting for the 3:15 to come. roll boy in dirty clothes hides behind a stringy red hair. Knows the answer, starts to raise his hand, but the teacher don't see him there. And he secretly carved his name into the wooden chair. He's invisible, nobody gonna see him, nobody gonna be him. Well, there's a fire that burns deep inside. Now the sun goes out. Someone put yours out a long, long time ago. But there's still a tiny spark that yearns to grow. So release your shame, unleash the flame, let it glow. So release your shame, unleash the flame, let it glow. So release your shame, unleash the flame, let it go.
Hi. I was so excited when I heard about this, and I said, let me do a cabaret part. So 9 years ago, Tim came to me, and he was like, Lauren, do you want to be part of this small review I'm doing at called Cabaret? And I said, of course, sounds like fun. But I don't think any of us knew the gigantic life that Cabaret would take on itself, and it does so much good for Chalice, and it forms connections between people that maybe wouldn't have connections before of Chalice members. It brings generations and families together, you know, watching Liam and Paul do Alone in the Universe. And it also gives us a way to reach out to the surrounding community and help them see what we're all about and become part of our family. So, in short, Cabaret is beautiful, and I love it, and it's a part of me forever, and that's because of you. And so I want to thank you for the years of fun I've had directing by your side, and tell you that you kept theater burning inside of me. Since I left high school, it's because of you. So, I am singing Stars in the Moon, which I sang our first year of Cabaret, and it's from one of mine and Tim's favorite composers, Jason Robert Brown. So, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man had retired at age 30. Met a man and didn't know which stars to thank. And then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, all that I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I asked of him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay, and a fur and a diamond ring. And we'll be married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing. And you'll be stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June. And I thought, okay. And I took a breath, and I got my yacht. And the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon.
I met a man of passion, a searcher on an empty shore, looking out on the ocean. His gifts a burden and an obligation. Do you sing? Do you know how to play? You too came to the shore searching for something, never knowing it was music until he showed you. You too can sing. You too can play. Look how his heart overflows. Look how his hands move on the piano, before the choir, teasing out the notes you didn't know you could sing. He waves a wand like magic. And above the wind and waves come the notes, the song. Our hearts overflow. Our hands move, clasped in a prayer of gratitude.
I have not been at Chalice for 10 years. I've only been coming for about a year, but I came here searching for something, and my very first day here was the music service. And so when they asked me to sing this song sort of moving forward in your life, I just had to say yes. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts, close my eyes, and leave. It's time to drive by gravity. I think I'll drive by gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Something
don't want to say much because I won't be able to before I break into sobbing. And so I just thank everybody for every moment that you put into this, and I wrote in the newsletter this month just kind of all the things that happened to get me here, and I'm really happy that it all happened. If any one of those little pieces hadn't happened, I'd be not here, and I would not be the person I am today. All of those sentiments, I send them back to you.
Yay.